Hello, my tasty, tenacious Taurus. Welcome, welcome. It is Sachi, and I'm here to do your guided healing, Pokémoncy, and tarot reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And thank you so much for all of your support. Taurus, you are number 5 this month, which usually you guys are in the last 3. So I'm very, very happy that I'm connecting with more and more of you, Taurus. And just a friendly reminder that the top 2 videos that get the most likes will get a twin flame bonus later and also get some promo codes. So if this does resonate, please do hit that like button. All right, let's hop into it. Taurus, this is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had expect powerful change in reverse, which is telling me that like you're getting to this point where you don't really want life to change, so to speak. We had you're very close to achieving your goal and a fiery climax approaches in reverse. So it felt like, basically you are getting to the point where your goal is to have some sort of routine where there aren't, a bunch of changes that actually mimics the life that you want. It's not like you're reaching some sort of fiery climax of something. And it feels like you're starting to realize that like a good life is stable routine, not that some, grand climax needs to happen in order for you to, feel good about your life or something, especially being a Taurus, right? Or having major Taurus placements if you're watching this video, right? So, Taurus is that fixed earth energy, which is the most grounded of all the signs. Like you literally represent Earth herself. So, there's this thing to be said about Taurus being grounded and also being able to work at your own pace, which for many Taurus is slower than a lot of other people, right? You're the most slow moving force because fixed earth doesn't like to change, and nor should it really, right? I mean, that's the power of fixed earth, is that it is so anchored. So anyway, it feels like, you're very close to achieving this goal that you don't feel the need to change anything, and you don't feel like there needs to be some sort of fiery climax. We had the strength card come out, which is amazing. Like this felt really good, Taurus, just letting you know. It feels like you're doing some really good work here. With strength, this is taking a lot of strength from you. Like you're really showing the true power of the bull, you know what I mean? Which is a strong force. There's a reason why you represent the shoulders, right? Like the Taurus can have the biggest burden on the shoulders and really, have a lot of strength and carry a lot of things. And it feels like you're finally learning how to utilize your strength to get into a routine that you truly love. Because the strength card in this deck shows the soul coming out. So, and it's coming out of the solar plexus. And, that's where your willpower comes from. And it feels like you're using a lot of it in order to get this done. With the 4 of Swords in reverse, it may be that the foundation of the way that you are communicating things isn't necessarily grounded. So it might be either some old mindsets that are holding you back. It could be some sort of lack of stability in conversation with a particular person, but it's like there's a key that you don't have to unlock sort of the next level is what I'm feeling. We have the Queen of Cups coming out, so this could have to do with some mother healing or mother trauma or being independent, or perhaps even being at the point where the divine feminine has to tell the masculine, like, I am not your mother, you need to do this for yourself. Because the Queen of Cups in this deck talks about there's this like warlord or whatever, and he, is going to battle all the time and doing these things, and he's afraid that he might not win the battle, so he wakes his mom up from the dead to get help. Does she help? Of course she does. But she, gives him what for and says, how dare you, bother me as, I'm trying to get some rest for once, and don't you ever do this again. And if you do, I'm not coming back, sort of thing. So it definitely, it's that Queen of Cups energy. Is she very loving? Absolutely. She's a mother. But does she set boundaries and kind of gotten to her limit? Yes, this Queen of Cups absolutely has. And I feel like that's kind of where you got to a point. It's like, okay, I need to make my, life more for myself and get into a good routine where all these things aren't happening. And with the 8 of Cups in reverse, it is telling me that you really want to break this emotional cycle, like completely. You're trying to put it to rest. And as you can see, like, look how he's rushing in. And again, I was feeling like, due to other people that you interact with and society in general, that's like, go, 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 get on your horse and go and get da, 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 da. You're like, bro, I'm a bull. Like, I am meant to do things at my own pace. It doesn't always mean slow, but it means slower compared to most. Why? Because I am into more long-term game rather than quick, instant gratification type stuff. And you know that slow and steady wins the race. And that's the kind of routine that you're really trying to anchor in, because the next card we had was the World, which is telling me like you are really ready to close this cycle for sure. The World is the last card of the major arcana, indicating that you've learned the lesson and you are now able to manipulate the reality around you to manifest the world that you desire. So you're really close. Like, you are dedicated to breaking this cycle for sure. And then we had Pincherin using shocking, needless without the S. I'm not sure if we're allowed to really say that. I said the word SH0T and got nerfed. But when I was getting this, for some of you, it could have to do perhaps with diabetes and keeping your blood sugar stable rather than, expecting climaxes and dramatic change, just because we do have, someone who would be using needless without the S, on a consistent basis. However, for most of you, I was getting that it's your nervous system that has been constantly sort of been on pins and fill in the blank for yourself. Because your nervous system was constantly being shocked, and it was kind of like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And so, you're trying to get this dark energy out of your nervous system, basically, that's making you feel rushed, which is why there's so much strength involved in what you are trying to do. Because Joltik coming out using flop in reverse, like, you're really not trying to have any sort of parasitic tick-like attachments, and you don't want your own solar plexus to flop, which again is where this strength is being pulled out of, right? Your solar plexus is where your willpower is in order to do the things that you truly want to do, right? Instead of going on autopilot or having, someone else bossing you around, both of which, are root chakra issues. So you're really, really trying to, root and sacral right below. You're really trying to get your solar plexus where it is so that you know who you are, you know what you stand for, you know how you want to enact your willpower and, build the life that you want, which seems to be a consistent one with, I wouldn't say it's like no surprises. There's still excitement, and the excitement is you love what you're doing every day, but there's no surprises. You know what I mean? No fiery climaxes. Or perhaps that's been the problem. Oh, Taurus. All right, so we are going to see how we can help align your routine in Sidereal. We are still in Virgo season. We will be until mid to end October. So we are checking to see what is going on in your daily habits that is bothering you, that is not aligned. And then we are going to see what is the blockage there, and then we're going to see how to overcome the blockage. And then we will, of course, get some advice on how to manifest the highest vibrational timeline. All right, let's see here. What is going on with Taurus that they don't quite like in their routine? Nothing is yet set in stone. Yeah, concrete, baby. Like, seriously, nothing's set in stone, and that's really what you aren't liking about your routine, is that it's not this sort of consistent thing. It's kind of like one flame after the other. Again, it's like, oh, there's a fiery, a fire that started that I have to put out. You know what I mean? Now there's another fire that has to be put out, which anyone knows that the most efficient way to put out a fire is to put fixed earth over it. For a Taurus, right? It's like you work better that way rather than extinguishing it with water. But yeah, so I'm feeling be bold and make the first move. So there is something that you need to make the first move. It's like you can't get anything set in stone. Work through your fears. So you're having difficulty working through your fears of, making the first move of what you need to do here in order to truly get your life set in stone, right? That consistent, grounded, solid, fixed earth stuff, like literally stone. All right, let's see here. The Hanged Man. Yeah, so, a difficulty with endings here. The Hanged Man represents, you know, like no paths lead from the Hanged Man. You get the Hanged Man, you have to sort of admit defeat in a way and have to choose another path, right? Choose a different perspective. The reason why the Hanged Man is upside down is so that he can see things from a different perspective, because he knows the approach that he's been using has not been working. In this deck, the Hanged Man is energy vampire. Okay, so part of this could be, you know, an instance with an energy vampire. You could be, you know, working with energy vampires or have a lot, you know, in your surroundings or whatever it may be, but there's definitely an energetic, you know, vampirism going on here that is influencing this issue. And it might be that you're afraid sort of the other, of what energy even, because we're all energy vampires to a certain extent, right? We're energetic beings. So, you know, we can transfer, we can generate, we can do all these sorts of things. There are some people who are very parasitic, who just feed off of negative energy of others. There are some who feed off positive energy of others, right? And then there also is like, you know, if we're afraid of how someone may react to us, you know, setting things in stone for ourselves, you know, it's because we fear the energy that they're going to feed us, right? And how we feel about the way that they feel. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, we have, interesting. These have both come out already. Well, let me get, actually all three of these cards have come out in my readings. We have Galvantua. So if you have Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, or who else did I do? Virgo. Well, whatever. The videos that I did already, yeah, if you have any of those placements, check them out. So we have Galvantua using Cobweb Trip. So literally, Spider Spirit represents our fears, right? And our fears are, you know, either you're in a vibration of love or you're in a vibration of fear. And being with Cobweb Trip, it feels like your solar plexus got stuck in some sort of spider web. So it's like a fear-based, you know, energy that, again, is stuck in your solar plexus. It's funny because working through your fears, the sign that got this, and this is even their theme card, is Scorpio. So if you have Scorpio placements or are dealing with them, very important, especially because Taurus, like, Scorpio is your sister sign. So likely, you know, you and Scorpios in general are working together energetically on a large scale to help balance that axis. And it looks like there is a lot of fear there right now. It says, it employs an electrically charged web to trap their prey. While it is immobilized by shock, they leisurely consume it. Yeah, that's literally the energy vampire here, right? So, you know, stuck in this web of fear and it's draining your energy leisurely. We have Drapion using Cross Poison. This is literally a scorpionic Pokemon. It evolves from Skorupi, which is literally scorpion. So this is like mega Scorpio energy using Cross Poison, which is telling me that there is some, you know, fear. This fear is causing poison, you know, in your solar plexus and the way that you are communicating, because this is dark energy that is in the light. So, you know, likely you are aware of it, but it's still some shadow work that you are dealing with. It says, it takes pride in its strength. Yes, you do. Even though it can tear foes apart, it finishes them off with a powerful poison. Yeah, so, you know, Taurus, you know that you're very strong, right? And, you know, we even have the strength card, but allowing, you know, just kind of dealing with this slow poison in your body or in your life, you know, just because you can isn't good, right? I mean, yes, there is something to be said about taking, you know, being proud of your strength, but being proud of your strength could be, you know, to use that strength to be where you want to be rather than the strength to endure poison and fear, right? We have Mincino using Tail Whip telling me, you know, the communication energy here is, oh, Tail Whap. Okay, I hear you. It's a whap. Okay, so with the tail, wow, Taurus, you guys are hilarious. Okay, so with the tail, anytime a tail comes out, I always take it as things from the past. So this is telling me, like, you're getting whacked in the past, like, you know, beat up from things that have happened in the past. It says, the way it brushes away grime on its tail can be helpful when cleaning, but its focus on spotlessness can make cleaning more of a hassle. Yeah, so maybe, you know, maybe you're trying to clean up your life or whatever it is, but if you're trying to be too particular, it might be like, oh, you know, all the changes that I need to make are just so much that it's just a hassle to do it. So instead, I'm just, you know, gonna continue this. Let's see what's the shadow. We have, okay, and this wants to come out too. We have Wormadam using cloak scale. So this is causing your heart chakra to be cloaked, right? Of course, if there's an imbalance in the solar plexus, you know, the chakra right above it is going to have some sort of issue. So that is definitely an issue. I will say, you know, Wormadam is literally like the hanged man, right? Look, he's like hanging in the tree. And I feel like this lack of being able to see things from a different perspective is, again, it's causing your heart chakra to be, you know, cloaked off, but it's also stopping you from being able to, you know, get out of this pupate state and more into a, you know, butterfly or moth state, you know what I mean, where you've undergone that metamorphosis. It says, when evolving its body, it takes in surrounding materials. As a result, there may be many body variations. Yeah, so you may notice that your body is changing and things, and it's based on, I mean, you are evolving. We see that you are going through some sort of evolutionary period, but there's some fear and stuff, and that could be affecting your health, the way that your body's manifesting. But as you are going through this evolution, if things are, you know, draining you, or, you know, either feeding you negative energy or just consistently draining your energy, I mean, you know that it's going to have some sort of physical response, because of all signs, Taurus is the one that's going to physically respond energetically, you know, to energetic input, because you're ruled by fixed earth. So, yeah, just be mindful, you know, because this is what is bothering you. So it looks like the way that your body's changing in response to your environment might not be what exactly you want. And then we have Trainer, Pokemon Catcher in reverse. So Trainer indicates the, you know, other person's energy, and with Pokemon Catcher in reverse, I feel like there's somebody who's not trying to like get you right now. It might be a romantic thing, and since they're not actively trying to pursue you, I feel like that could also be an influence of sort of how you're viewing your body image and things like that, and how that energy is influencing you. Okay, so like I said, in the extended, we're going to see what the blockage is, how to overcome the blockage, and then some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. So let us see here. Let us see here what Archangel would like to assist us in heading to the extended for our Taurus. Again, Taurus, if this reading did resonate, please do hit that like button. I would love to see you guys in the top 2. Prosperity, Archangel Ariel, your material needs are provided for as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Yes, exactly, Taurus. This is literally what we've been talking about, is getting your daily routine set in stone, baby, in that concrete, baby. You know, prosperity is yours. This cornucopia of abundance, this is such a Taurus energy. Like, you got it? Yeah, I have an abundance of it in my cornucopia. You know what I mean? Like, you got this. If you've been worrying about money or, you know, physical stability as you change, like, oh, if I make these changes, will I have enough money to, you know, support myself? The angels say, yes, you do. You will be prosperous. Okay, let's get you there. Let's see the blockage, how to overcome it, and how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline, Taurus. If you'd like to follow me into the extended, the link is in the description box below, and also in the link in my bio if you are watching on Instagram. And if we part ways here, good luck with the situation. I'm sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah!